Friday edition of PFT Live. I mentioned this earlier. It's a situation that is developing, as they would say. Something to pay attention to. And the broader point is we're going to react differently to when we perceive attempted efforts to play games with the injury report. Even if you're fully complying. Because it doesn't take much to comply. That's the weird thing about what the Ravens did. All they had to do was put Lamar Jackson down as limited last Friday, limited Wednesday, limited Thursday, limited Friday, questionable for the game. And then you find out on Sunday whether or not he's going to play. It's all you had to do. Full, when you do full, you're flying too close to the sun on wings of pastrami. So, the Cardinals, here's how it's gone. Wednesday, they worked out 3 quarterbacks. Jeff Driscoll, Kyle Trask, Logan Woodside. And why are they working out 3 quarterbacks? Kyler Murray's missed 2 games with a foot sprain. All the indications are he'll be back after the bye week to play in the Monday night game. Goes back to Dallas near his hometown. Always plays well there. So they work out 3 quarterbacks on Wednesday. It's like, Thursday, head coach Jonathan Gannon tells reporters they're preparing Kyler Murray to start on Monday night. Okay. It's going to be Murray. Then the Cardinals cancel Kyler Murray's scheduled press conference for Thursday, and they simply say that a quarterback will be available at some point this week. That's one of the things the Ravens did last week. That was part of their long game. They had Tyler Huntley speak to reporters, and they kept Lamar in violation of the NFL's media policy from talking to the reporters at all. So I predicted yesterday, and this was hardly a stretch, that Murray would be limited, and he was. I think he'll be limited today. He'll be limited tomorrow. And he'll be questionable for Monday night. And then the question becomes, will he make the trip to Dallas? And they'll continue to perpetuate the ruse by taking him to Dallas on Monday night. And then we'll all find out 90 minutes before the game starts whether or not he's going to actually play. That's a legitimate way to do it. But it hits different after what the Ravens did last week. And Michael,
Right.
My point is this. It underscores the importance of taking a look at the entire policy, square one, because there's information oozing, inside information oozing out of the current policy if you comply with it. The Ravens' blatant failure to comply is going to get more people looking at what minimal compliance means. It doesn't mean anything. And the Cardinals are playing that game. They haven't violated the rule yet. Now, I would consider them to be one of the few teams that would step in the same pile that the Ravens did. You know, there was always that dumb kid when the first kid walking through the field stepped in the pile and he says, "Watch out." The second kid goes in it with both feet. The Cardinals would be, I was that kid, by the way. The Cardinals would be that kid.
And everybody watching or listening has a kid in mind right now. Yeah, don't say a name out loud. Don't do that. Just keep it to yourself. Everybody knows. Oh, okay. You're talking about Peanut. Yep. I know. Yep, remember him. Exactly. But Mike, you already pointed out, it's not really a hard policy to follow. I mean, there are 2 conversations. Is a policy hard to follow? No. I mean, all you have to do is some basic things to be in compliance, and you can still achieve the same result. As you said, if the Ravens had done it this way and said, hey, he's a limited participant, hey, we're going to work him out before the game and see what happens. It's a game time decision. Now you're forcing the Bears to guess, is it going to be Tyler Huntley or is it going to be Lamar Jackson? You're not really getting yourself in trouble and you're causing the opponent to guess. So the policy is not hard to follow, but you ask a better question, a greater question, is this the policy that we should have? Does it really mean anything? Does it have any teeth? Or is it just too easy to manipulate and it doesn't really accomplish what it's trying to accomplish?
Yeah, and that is going to be the challenge for the NFL because there's so much inside information out there. You need to restrict the amount of it by having greater transparency, and then you need to control the inside information that's there. But there's too much inside information because it's too easy to check the right box and avoid getting in trouble with the league. And that's the irony of this. It's the Ravens deliberately violating the policy or making an honest mistake that is going to cause people to take a look at the policy and say this thing doesn't go nearly far enough. And just the way that we're watching the Cardinals now, a week ago we wouldn't have cared. A week ago it would have been no big deal. And now it's like, let's see if Peanut, let's see, there's the shoe, it's in the air, let's see where it lands. All right. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.